So one of the things that I often used to get confused is the order. It's the order of these keywords, right? Because there are so many keywords in SQL, it's almost impossible, especially for the select query, right? There are so many keywords that it's almost impossible to keep track of everything, right? You can't remember it by heart. At least I couldn't. There are some people who are very good at it, but I can't remember things by heart, right? So one of the best ways to refer is, I'll provide you a link to this. This is the reference on MySQL, which is what we're using right now for the select query. Whatever database system you're using, go to the function reference. You can just Google search for MySQL. If you just Google search for MySQL select syntax, right? It'll actually give you this detailed syntax. If you, instead of MySQL, if you're using Oracle, you can just say Oracle select syntax and things like that, right? So this will give you, so let me zoom this in a little more. Let me zoom this in. Okay, so that it's more clearly visible, right? So here it says select, right? Then there are a bunch of options. I can either say all, distinct row, whatever I want to use, right? Then there are some more keywords. See, the order of keywords will be exactly in the order provided here. For example, from will always come before where. Where will always come before group by. This is the order. Okay. So having will always come after group by, right? Similarly, order by will always come later, right? Limit will always be there later, right? Of course, we have learned some of these, not all of them yet. There are, of course, there will be some MySQL specific keywords here. There will be some MySQL specific keywords here. Okay. Some of them may not be MySQL specific. But if you want to find out, if you're at any point in doubt on what is the order of the keywords, the best way is to go to this function reference. This will clearly tell you that from should come before where, and where should come before group by. Group by should come before having, which should come before order by. Ascending or descending should come after order by. Limit should come after all of them, and so on and so forth. Right? So this is one place I can never remember it, by the way. I always used to mess up when I was learning SQL myself, even when I was working. If I don't use SQL for a few days or a few months, I would forget the syntax. Then my best resource always used to be to go to this page, look at which keyword or which function or which clause should occur before the other clauses. So this was always a great resource for me that has helped me when I had to really get my query right when I'm writing it. Of course, some people, if they're regularly using SQL on day-to-day basis, they can easily remember all of this, right? If you're using SQL on day-to-day basis, of course, this should be straightforward for you. But for some people who may not use it on regular basis and have forgotten some of these keywords or the order of these keywords, the function reference or the MySQL reference, this is called the MySQL reference manual, where each of the things in MySQL are explained in detail, right? So if you just go to MySQL select syntax or reference manual, you'll come to this. It's extremely useful. I mean, you'll really appreciate the use of this when you're using SQL once in a while and you've forgotten the sequence of clauses.